Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another comic book review. And this time we're going to take a look at Transformers Armada Starscream and Afterlife with Archie #4. So I'm going to talk about Transformers first. This is the comic book that came with the Transformers Generations 30th Anniversary Armada Starscream. And it is, I think, one of the Dark Cybertron books. Yes, this is Dark Cybertron #1, which is a series that's been going on in IDW Comics, and I do like the cover art. Looks pretty decent. There's nothing on the back of these things, and they're reprints of the books. But it's kind of funny because on the inside cover, if you look down there, it says that it is a first printing. It's not really. I don't know. That's kind of strange. So in this book, we've got Nova Prime, Cyclonus, and Galvatron and Giaxus discovering the dead universe. And Nova Prime looking really, really cool. I'd really like to see a Generations figure of Nova Prime. I really wish they would do that. But yeah, so they get the whole dead universe thing. Shockwave and his space bridges and the Titans and all that kind of good stuff going on in here. So then we get Rat Trap. I'm not really sure why Rat Trap's going on in there. And we have Starscream and his new body. He's been voted as the new leader. They've usurped Bumblebee in the Transformers comics as leader on Cybertron and freely elected Starscream, who it's interesting. He's turned into a political figure, and he really does go with that. I really do like it. He is not really evil, but he is political. He wants to rule. He wants to be in charge. He wants the people to like him, kind of thing, which is interesting. Yeah, so not too bad of a story. The artwork is pretty decent. Hot Rod is kind of weird. We get a really cool picture of Metroplex right there, rising up. So, yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. It's cool in the fact that the comic book comes with the figure, and I really do dig that. We have a really nice picture of Galvatron and Nova Prime at the back. So, yeah, all in all, I mean, this is a pretty decent story. And I'm glad I did. I almost picked these up at the comic book store. Because I was looking at the series, and I'm like, hey, this is not too bad looking at a series, and I didn't pick it up, and I'm really glad I didn't, because I ended up getting the waves of the Transformers with these figures actually, or these comics actually in it. So definitely cool stuff. So if you're a Transformers fan, check out my video on this guy, or if you just want the comics, this is Dark Cybertron issue #1, which is a pretty decent read. So the other book I picked up this week is Afterlife with Archie #4. I love this series. I've never bought an Archie book in my life, but this is definitely good stuff. It's funny because on Cubo they've got the Weird Tales of Archie cartoon series on right now. But this is, if you haven't read it, if you haven't picked it up, it's the Archie comics in the Archie verse, and a zombie apocalypse is going on. And I don't get into the zombie books a lot. I think zombies are kind of overplayed right now, but this has been a really good read, and I really did enjoy it. So in this issue, and I love the satin cover to the book, just really nice. The artwork's really good too. So in this book, we have they kind of talk about Archie when he was a kid, getting his dog Vegas, and Vegas ends up saving him from Hot Dog, who is where all the zombies have come from, because the jock ran over Hot Dog, who's Jughead's dog, and he goes to Sabrina, the teenage witch, who they bring him back through like a pet cemetery type spell, and starts this whole zombie apocalypse with Jughead. And then we have this brother and sister, and I don't know who these characters are, but they're very incestual, and it's very weird. They got their little story going on, and Archie goes back to save his mom. His dad's turned into a zombie. He's got to, kill him basically with a baseball bat, and then they're going to go back to Veronica's house where everybody's stored up. And then this is what I liked. He's got the old Roadster, which I do know from the comics. He drove around in that style of Roadster, which was really, really cool. And then we get all the zombies at the end to kind of gather up, and they're going to go to Veronica's house, which is kind of interesting. They're like forming a posse to go eat them, which is kind of cool. So, but yeah, definitely, if you have not picked this book up, I highly recommend this. This is good stuff. And then, of course, you got the Transformers story. You can either go out into a comic book shop and pick up Dark Cybertron #1, or you can get this with a pretty cool toy. So either way, it's a good read. So thanks for watching, guys, and look for more videos in the future.